Alright, I thought it would be a good idea to jump on the latest Harry Potter train and try and make a wand. Part of the theory behind this is that it could help me learn a bit more and improve some skills on the lathe. Let's see how it goes. Let's start with the wood that I'm using. It's European oak, and it was part of a pack of Terran blanks that I got from Duffield Timber. I have to say that it is a nice bit of wood to work with, but speaking from the future, I wish that had gone and got some pine from B&Q just to practice with first. I suppose I may even look like I know what I'm doing setting up the lathe. If only that was the case. I feel that I have improved a little bit on the lathe. The worst thing, I suppose some may say, is that I've now started to try and come up with ways I can incorporate using the lathe in future projects. Oh, and yes, I am starting to wear a glove on my left hand, partially to help with the grip, but also I've found that after a while, when you have bits hitting you, they can hurt. If you think pros don't wear gloves, then I would suggest checking out Turn a Wood Ball videos. In my head, I had an idea of what the wand would look like, and so I just mark out where the handle would be. The original idea was that it was just going to be a smooth finish, narrowing down to a point. You'll also notice that yet again I am trying out a slightly different camera angles. Unfortunately, my overhead camera didn't seem to be fully focused on the wood most of the time, so I used that footage sparingly. When you do this YouTube woodwork hobby, you start to really understand why the bigger channels actually have a camera operator, especially as they can almost like float about and get different angled shots. You certainly couldn't float around in my workshop. Okay, so I really don't fully understand why I snapped in the middle, whereas surely the weak point was at the end. This is why the thumbnail shows a small wand. I took the best of the two ends, which happened to be the original handle, which I made into the tip, and then I just got a bit of scrap beech to make a new handle. This is the start of working the beech into a handle. What do you think of this so far? Let me know in the comments below. What am I doing here? Well, essentially I'm trimming down the end so that it will sit in the handle. It did take a while to get it just right, but I feel like it was worth doing. After this I start on hand carving some notches out to try and give a weathered look. Basically I felt that it needed something, and the original idea that I mentioned earlier was obviously out of the window. If you are enjoying the content and you want to support what I do, consider buying me a coffee. Every donation, big or small, goes directly to helping me create even more videos just like this one. Your support helps cover the cost of new materials, equipment upgrades, and the time it takes to research, edit and produce these high quality videos. It is a small gesture, That can make a huge difference and keeps my creative energy flowing. There is a link in the description below. Thank you. Expellior, subscribe. After I've looked back at the footage, I still don't fully understand how the wand snapped in the middle when it was on the lathe. I would have thought it would have just been at the end. Anyway, I made the best of it. It's a bit of a mini wand, if you can really call it that. And of course, hiding the gap with a bit of string, which I spray painted black. Think it works, it adds the look. And it's not as good as what some people can make. I've seen some people make identical ones to what were in the films. I am not at that level, and I don't imagine I would get there even if I worked on it every day. As far as I'm concerned, it'll do. It'll do. And until the next time, Gang Candyman. Expellior, subscribe. Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy. Abra, subscribe. Izzy Wizzy, let's get busy and subscribe.